take it slow. Do anything.
Ask Coach Ima on either Facebook or YouTube. So, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon, everyone in the studio.
Good afternoon, sir.
Let's first appreciate our producer. She's just looking at us from a distance. Good afternoon. It's nice seeing you. You always look good. Always looking good. Sharp. Thank you very much for producing us. And Rex is here again. We have IBK here. Then, of course, Mr. Joshua. Then our delectable gold. Can we meet you, please?
All right. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Gold Adekola, and I'll be joining. It's a privilege to be on this show, and nice to be with every one of us.
All right. Mr. Rex, how has been your week now? At least the last 1 week.
My week has been going very well. The only thing I've not seen yet is morning, sir.
Money go show face. IBK, how far?
My week has been good, full of ups and downs.
A lot of creative works.
Yes, actually.
Mhm.
It's been an exciting week.
I know.
Yes.
It's good to be in the creatives, and you get to utilize your brain every time. You want to create something new, something fresh every time. Okay, it's nice to be here, and today I want to ask a lot of questions, but a lot of questions in just two main questions. So I would really love to hear from people. Of course, the studio line you can call in is available. Mr. Joshua, can we have the studio line, please?
Yes, so the studio line to call to be part of the program this afternoon is 081 08802656. 081 08802656.
All right. So let's get started. All right, in this month of February, we've been talking about love and love and love and love. So I'm bringing two questions that has love inside. So they have love embedded in it. Either way it falls, it's because either you love the person or you love something. that will make you make your own opinion count on this show this afternoon. So, right away, I'll be asking the first question is, um, you know, of course, people date, people are in relationship. I'm going to look at genuine, serious relationship. Or either way you define the relationship. Okay, let's just keep it open. Either way you define the relationship. So, but the main question I want to ask is this: how do you tell your partner at any level of your relationship that you are no longer interested, excluding marriage, that you are no longer interested, and you will not make the person feel bad? How? Who will bet the cat? Who will cat the bear? All right, Mr. Joshua, you want to start? Okay, maybe we should go this way.
Let me start.
All right. Well, they always say ladies first.
Mr. Imagine, this question is so it's a kind of a serious one.
Yes,
From what I've observed so far, well, I think there are many reasons why such decisions will be made, and one of the reasons, the main reason, maybe if the partner, of course, for you to have said, okay, you can't continue with such relationship. One,
Yeah.
it means you've. I said something last week, and I'm going to come back to that. You've seen that maybe this person's lifestyle is not something you can really go on with, and you're not comfortable with it. And
But no, wait. The question is, how do you
Yes.
tell that person without you making the person feel bad that the relationship will just go without no
See,
beef, no fight?
Okay. Let me just come out straight. Like, of course, you tell you tell the person that the reasons why you think you cannot continue with this relationship. To me, I'm going to be very blunt.
Ha!
Yeah, see.
You want to break somebody's
No,
daughter's heart?
no. What I mean by blunt is I will tell you. There's no how I want to.
That's a lot.
No, there's no how I'm going to patch it. I will tell you, I think this is the reason why we cannot.
You want to break another man's
No,
heart,
no.
another man's daughter's heart.
No, it's
Oda.
better we break the heart.
Eperolong.
It's better we break the heart now than you now discover that the heart should have been. You now discover that when you now enter that the marriage, the heart should have been broken 5 years ago. Tell the person that, okay, this is why I noticed. I think I noticed that your own standard is not aligning with whatever I want. I've tried to manage this thing, but I see that, okay, this thing is not something I can go on with, and I feel that, okay, if I go on with it, it's going to be kind of disastrous for me as a person. So I know that you have your own feelings, but if I'm just trying to force that relationship, then you will not get the best out of
All right.
me.
So, but Joshua, let's be frank. You said you are going to be very blunt.
What I mean by okay, maybe the definition of my blunt, I'm going to be okay. Let me just be real. Let me use the word blunt.
Okay,
I'm
you'll
going
be
to be
real.
realistic.
Or
Okay.
Yes.
the word is honest.
Yes, honest. So there's nothing bad in me just hiding.
But sometimes when it comes to relationship, is it good you always speak your honest truth sometimes? And I sincerely, there's this saying in the public space that ladies don't want the truth sometimes. Is it true? Good.
That's not entirely true,
People
sir.
are not serious.
I'm just diverting the conversation. We're still going to get there. So, but what my concern is this. So how do you make the person understand that this thing cannot work? We should just go our separate ways quietly, no fight, no beefing. We see each other, we still greet each other. You can still give me food I will eat. Abi? Joshua, the way you are thinking about this thing.
because it's a very because I've made I've made my point already, and I don't want it to look like.
You are
No,
thinking your mind.
I'm not going to say it in a way that, okay, I just ate you.
Of course.
But I've said it. You need to understand why. Even at a point, you yourself as a lady, you know that I think this guy is not really giving me the necessary vibe. Unless you are, the only way you can get my reaction again is if you are someone that, okay, you are very inquisitive to know that, okay, why the way you are responding is just like me telling you, okay, I'm talking to Ibukuna and I say, okay, Ibukuna, how you doing? How you do? Ma, how are you doing? If I don't see any response from her for about 3 weeks, then nobody needs to tell me that okay, it's like she's not really interested in this conversation.
Yeah.
So these are the ways you will know, okay, this person is not really interested in this conversation, or maybe the person just says, okay, fine, I'm good.
Okay.
Okay, you get what you
Okay,
should
I don't want to
know.
say what just comes to mind, but let's go. IBK, what do you think? How do you make the guy feel like, well, we have to just stop this thing? It's not working. Let us go our way quietly without without creating any scene. I know guys in most cases really just want to let it go quietly. It's the ladies sometimes that bring up the drama. They say, after I've invested my emotion, somebody invested money too on the, but I'm not going there. But IBK, what do you think?
Wasting time as well.
So I don't think it's possible to end a relationship without hurting somebody's feelings. Because except you do not love each other, even you that are initiating the breakup, you're also hurt. But you're just like
No, but sometimes what if in the first place maybe is one of the two people in the relationship that is even dating him or herself and just want to well, I think I'm done with this and
I'm
trying
done dating myself.
No, the other person that is not much interested, I think I'm done with this passionate, let me just let this person go ahead
that was why I added caveat of except both of you are not
into
if
it.
two of you are into it, then
Alright.
definitely there will be some feelings of hurt.
All right.
But that does not mean you should now be you have an injury and now packaging it, you're not treating it. It's gonna get worse, and by the time you can't take it anymore, it will be at a point of like maybe no remedy sef. Like imagine having an infection in the leg and then you just keep covering it and by the time you finally maybe you can't take it anymore, the doctor says you have to amputate the leg. That's very far. So it's better to just rip the band-aid off, say you're not doing again at the beginning. But I think what's important is to let the other person understand your reasons. You don't just up and leave a relationship without letting them know this is why you are doing it. If you don't let them know this is why, they will never get over it.
Absolutely.
All
And
right.
they will keep haunting you. You just feel like you jilted me, you abandoned me, whatever. And let me clarify.
Oh yeah.
Men don't always leave relationships quietly.
I think men do.
There are some dramatic men that will
Maybe
they
the guy
will
has
want
really
you.
spent his
Like,
savings.
No, it's not even a matter of savings. Some people are not okay mentally.
The same
Like
way.
they want you, they will stalk you, they will do all sorts of things.
Just to make you feel the pain.
Not even to make you feel. Some of them they can't like get over the relationship. They will come
Alright.
back. They will say, "I can't live without you." This and that. They will cry. They will throw tantrums. They will go again. They will come back. I've seen different people that have experienced different crazy men, and
All right. So,
Thank you God for my
but
own
Joshua, let's have people contribute to this outside this space and on radio as well. You can please share the studio line so that people can add their opinion to what we are talking about.
All right, the studio line to call to contribute to this program is 081 2656 08108802656. And the question is how do you communicate your feelings to your partner if you are not satisfied with how that person has been in relationship to you? How do you let go of that particular situation? That's the topic we are discussing this afternoon. You can call us on 081 08802656.
All right. Good.
Okay.
Abiwura, what do you think?
Hell.
Ah.
This is.
Or have you ever been in one before? Let's start from there. Now you are the one that served the breakfast, or you are served. Oh yeah, let's start from that part.
Coming at me,
No. We're all going to make our opinion.
Okay. just like what IDK said initially, the same thing I was thinking of. Except if there is no mutual commitment, except
To
if,
it, right?
yes, yes. But if there is a mutual commitment, both of them are actively involved, and it's just so mutual. I don't think there is any way you can communicate or you can initiate the breakup process without causing hurt. But I feel in the same way, there are ways you can minimize the hurt, like
All right, so it can be minimized.
to some extent, a bit, not.
And there won't be drama.
It depends on both of them.
I would like you to expatiate on how it can be minimized. It's very important.
All right. Maybe you should share with us. Or if you have personal experience, you can share with us as
Take the
well.
person on a date to minimize.
No.
Can't they go on a date? There won't be food. There won't be
That's like
food.
what? That's like making people laugh.
No, there won't be food now. You just.
Do you know that many times when a
I was just saying we
person,
need to talk.
if a guy takes a lady out on a date to break up with her, most of the time at that point in the relationship, she's probably thinking he wants to propose.
Yes, most of the time.
No, but even before you get to that point, that the discussion will be up. Of course, maybe either one or the two of them will have been seeing the sign that this thing is not going to work.
I don't think first of all you should be breaking up with somebody in a public space.
Yes,
Taking them out.
yes, that's
It's
true.
out of it.
Wait, so which one? People have to just
I
like you.
agree with
That's
that.
what she's saying, because if you do that, you are doing what I call, you are washing your dirty linens in the public.
Yes.
I
You don't
mean,
know how they are
it's
going
not
to
proper.
react. What if the person has like an emotional
Yes.
breakdown and then it becomes embarrassing?
Eh?
If I
So
want to
what
emotionally break down, I want to do it in my
In your
in my
closet,
closet
you lock yourself in.
so that I can maintain composure outside.
What one person should have known, 50 people should not know.
All right.
50 is between you and the person.
Yeah, but it's not the end
They
of
were not
life
there
for
when
me.
you toasted
No,
them. They
no,
should
no,
not
no,
be there.
no, no, no,
Yeah.
no. I think
And you now
it's
see
a wrong
yourself on Insta
approach.
blog the following day.
And you can.
It's a wrong
It could
approach.
be a blessing in disguise.
It's a-
What if another
no,
person
no,
says, "Oh, this girl is a nice girl. Maybe I
Sir.
should get her number."
Sir, because you cannot accept something doesn't mean that I should accept it.
All right.
Absolutely.
All
You
right.
should know that, okay, you need to be, let me use the word balance and realistic. Okay, this person, I might be a quiet person, she might not be a quiet person. So I won't say because I'm a rugged person, so this person has to be rugged. She has to just accept me the way I am. And that's why last time I spoke on the issue of nature. That, okay, because sorry, because you can't about me. No. You cannot just so. You have to be realistic. You have to put yourself in the position. Ask yourself question: will she be able to accept this in this manner?
We should be able to handle it. You know.
All right. So
That's
Rex,
the way I see it.
what do you think? If we want to serve the breakfast, let's come to you now. How do you serve it
What is
hot
happening?
without making the
mean-
person feel bad?
Riding on what Gold just said, right? There is no way you want to break up with someone you really care about.
All right.
It won't come with hot. I mean, if it doesn't come with hot, then maybe you guys were not sincere all the way.
All right.
Because the process of letting go before you even say it is very hurtful. You know, that's the person you shared your emotional points with. You shared almost everything that has to do with your being with. You had plans, this is what we'll do in the future. You probably even named your children.
But I thought you people said they are relationship that you are just philandering. You are not really
No,
sure.
if it's philandering, I mean, you most likely will end up in a breakup because one day the person that is taking advantage will realize that I want to move to the next target and guys say I know they do again.
Alright.
Waka. But with a honest relationship that you know you guys are sincere together and all of that, it takes a lot to detach. So that process of detachment, in fact, sometimes I personally would recommend having someone who is a superior that can guide both of you in that season. Because if you guys just break up and just leave each other like that, sometimes it can end up in hatred. Because some people's way of getting over another person is, I've loved you before I can get over, I have to hate you. There are some people like that.
Life is this
They will
hard.
wear the hatred. You will know that this person hates me. At least for now, this person I have to deal with the attitude and everything. I mean,
Alright.
well, I've experienced some of this kind of breakups before that I'm wondering, and the breakup, like breakup, because it little.
It's not that we divorce.
You
Even
know.
people that divorce, they still make friends afterwards sometimes.
Yes, of
Yeah.
course,
Yeah.
of course. But I mean, it's just the fact that the hurt cannot be it cannot be excused. I mean, if it's going to hurt you, face it head on and heal from it. But if you need to break up, break up. Don't try to pity yourself.
Then the pity person into
Yes,
relationship,
yes,
are they
yes,
okay?
yes.
So just do it
Just
if you need to do. If
do
you
it
think
and
it is
carry
important
face.
that you should do it, do it. If you think you need to fight for it, don't break up, fight for it.
Okay, but I want to ask another question, still in line with that question. So how do you know that, okay, I think it's time I let this thing go? What are the things that, okay, maybe one or two that you could let us in, that, okay, that could cause the fact that I think at this point I can't take this. I have to just let this person go for the sake of my either mental health or anything you want to put in.
I mean, to be honest, just like you said, the first thing, very important, mental health is very important.
Which one?
To be honest,
Yes,
it's
no.
very, very important.
If your head
Yeah,
is not
exactly.
Very important.
you can't love somebody.
If you know-
okay, the person's head must be correct before
No,
the
no,
person
like
can love.
if my head is not correct at the moment, I cannot show you love.
To be honest, if I'm not
I'm
in my
not
right
in
state
the
of
right
mind,
mental state.
I can't give you the best of me.
Mm-mm.
So
Good, what do you think?
It's
This thing thick and stuff. So what do you think?
okay. So is it about the mental health?
No. What are the things that can come in between someone you once loved and you just feel I have to just
Time
let
to
this
let
person go, in order not to injure myself? What are the things that you think will come in between? Maybe you've been going on well for like 6 months and you start noticing things and you now feel like, oh, it's better I stop this thing here before it goes too far, before they will come and pay my bride price.
Okay, sir. So
Is that or carry?
I said, I'll carry my dead body.
okay, so I think these factors, they differ based on the relationship.
Alright,
That's
alright.
what we can't judge based on assumption.
Alright.
But at the same time, there are some times when the energy is not equal again. You just have to.
Is there a Congo we use in measuring
Ah,
the
There is
There's a frequency.
one invisible
There's a
Congo.
frequency.
Alright, you have to let me
actually
into
have
that
some things to
visible
to
Congo.
explain what she just said.
Alright.
Maybe you give us.
So, some time ago, I saw this video on Instagram, and I think she's a relationship expert. She was talking about how energy in relationship being equal. It's not really about it being equal. It's not about it being balanced.
Alright.
So let's put it on a scale of like 100%. If today I am at 20%, then you should be able to give us 80%
To balance
to
it up.
balance it up.
Alright.
If today I'm at 50, you should be at 50. So it's like being able to balance it. If
How
two
do
of
you
are now
measure
at
and put those percentage
there's no
on the number?
it's like a hypothetical
How do you gauge it? I feel like I think this lady is at 60 today. Let me just reduce my own to be 40.
I mean, it's usually really obvious sometimes that
yeah,
this
like,
person
if you know your,
needs
if you know your partner,
this
you
person
know
needs
that
my energy.
this
time.
person is in a place where if I allow them one man with depression,
Hmm.
so let me ginger them.
Okay,
And
so that's
it has
where
to
the
go
80%
both
now
ways.
comes in.
Yes, that's go both ways. Like woman should be able to energize man should be able to energize woman. Was it both of you are now 10%?
I'm
Yeah.
far from right, but I'm
Battery
strong. I'm
battery
fine.
is work finally.
Never then Lenovo. I don't go charge it.
So let me quickly say something.
Alright.
I love this aspect, and I'm going to go in line with what she said. Like, let's just use let me use some examples to buttress my point. Now,
Alright.
Wura celebrated her birthday, and I just yes, I baked cake for her. Let me use that
Alright.
example. I gave her, let me just say, 60,000 naira.
Alright.
I took her to the canteen.
Oh yeah, boyfriend of the year.
Yeah, canteen. And I brought a new car for her.
Alright, boyfriend of the year of the century.
Yeah, so now my birthday came now. I did not see.
Not even the usual boxers.
I don't see cake.
Cake
I
to
did
love
not
her.
see money.
Do not see rain.
That one, and that time came again. I was expecting her to
Valentine.
Yes, Valentine. I did the same thing to her, but I was not getting that.
But let me that Valentine wait. Okay, continue.
Let me not. And I would see, sir. The thing is, for some people, if they don't see the energy being returned back, it's easier said than done. It's not something they want to do.
Absolutely.
So those are the things you look at. It's not about you now call her, you now say, Ibukun, why did you do all these ones for me? I'm not saying that you should always ask her question, but sometimes you want to ask that question. Okay, this were the things I did for you. Once she's saying, okay, the mama, if she keeps giving that excuse, these are one of the things we notice before you knock that relationship very well. Before you say that, yes, because you might say, hey, it doesn't matter. It matters.
All right, so I
I
think you've answered one of the things that is on my mind, asking about the fact that, so what are the things you look out for that makes you think, okay, I think this thing is no longer working as it should be, that might bring up the fact that you need to just end it there. So I think you've mentioned one of it, but what other things? Let's think about it. What other things could come in? Rex, you're about saying something. What other things could come in that you feel like I need to run for my dear life?
Funnily, I want to ride on what you
for
said.
my health.
Another thing that is very important that people don't look out for is selfishness. Some people just like what you said now, you go all out for your partner, you get your partner's stuff and all of that for, let's say, Valentine, right? And I know that it's been trending. You said that, okay, for men, you just give them singlet and boxers. But at least, to be honest, it's still thoughtful
show love.
At least it's still thoughtful that someone thinks, okay, let me buy singlet and boxers. In Tolo Tele is old. It's still thoughtful, right? Even though, please, ladies, upgrade. We want more.
It's all right.
But at least it shows that this person is not outrightly like selfish. But some people they'll be like, but he has money to buy it for himself now. He can this, he can that, and even some men are very selfish. So I don't think anyone should stoop solo to be with a selfish partner. Especially if they have the resources to.
What if his love language is not giving?
Everybody, why will you be loving and you can't give?
But his love language is collecting.
but you will give one way or the other. I think something must come out of you.
Love is self-giving.
Yeah.
But it could be funny, but sometimes sometimes when I hear ladies give advice on shows, on live radio, myself and my wife, when we watch few shows, podcast online, and some of the ladies, they share their opinion. My wife said, if you see them in real life, they will be mumu. But on a more serious note, one of the things for me as a person, assuming I'm not married yet, so that I might think of cutting it short, maybe at any point, is the fact that does our value system align? You see, when our value system doesn't align, there will be a problem.
Yeah.
What I place priority on, she might not place priority on them. It doesn't mean that if I have 10 things that must align, the person should tick the 10 boxes.
No.
It doesn't mean like, but at least let it be 60% of that.
Yeah.
And the 60% should have my most rated priority things that I don't joke with. For instance, my faith. I can't be of a faith A and I want to date somebody in faith B. Love does not cross that path for me. Some people can live. I have close family and friends that are in that situation, that this one married this one is fine. But me, my love line cannot cross my faith. Because my faith even comes before any love. Because I believe that it's a triangle. It is the both of us loving the person at the center, which is my God, that makes us come close, become a bit more closer. So what am I saying in essence is, okay, if the value system doesn't align, I might not be interested, ma. Because it is that value system that will make the person think the way he or she is thinking. It is that value system that will make the person act the way he or she is going to act in that relationship.
Yeah.
So what I value, if the person doesn't value them, there will be clash.
Yeah, there will be glitches here and there.
So for me, that's just one of those things that could make me think like we have to stop here. Let's move on. So but we want to go on a break right now. When we come back, we might not continue with this question. I want us to ask the next one. That one is going to be a major. In Edo language, they say a major. A major means any wala. Well, let's go. No money, no love.
That's really sweet though.
All alone he was left to be. She had an ex-man in South.
It's not very sweet.
No, it's not even sweet. You know that even for a man, even if you are not giving the money yet, that you have it in your account, just feel like anybody at number one can solve it. Let the money just be. Just the way you see it, okay, this one you been talking since morning. What's the problem?
Is it money?
Go to where the problem is.
Like you understand, yeah.
But when there is no money, just be parabolating. You be thinking, let's talk towards the money side now. And if they ask me to pay it, will I be able to? Alright, let's go back. Mrs. Bingbe, please come. I want her to share her opinion on this. Well, for people online, you might be listening. One of the ways me I would do when it comes to serving the breakfast, I will first ghost the person. The ghosting might not be too long, but I will just give distance. The person should see that. I think I've withdrawn. If I've been calling 5 times, I'll first reduce it to 3 times.
Yeah.
Then I'll reduce it to
That one is not
once.
ghosting.
So it's a gradual process.
That one is
You don't just ghost. We want to hear your opinion for this one. Just 2 minutes. Just come. This one. I want to throw you. Come. Just come first. Now. Your life on internet now. Come now. Come and show your beautiful face now. Don't need. See. They are looking at you on Facebook. So come on, this one we need your opinion. So let's go back live.
Alright, welcome back. It's still sharing live issues on Lead City 89.1 FM. I trust we've been enjoying what we have been discussing since we started the programs. Over to you, Mr. Emmanuel.
Alright, so this second part of the show. Right now, I want Auntie Bimpe to first talk because she might have witnessed this or know someone. Of course, among us here, she's a senior married colleague.
You are the most senior.
So, but here's the question. So, you have a brother, sincerely, that loves a single mother. And they are at the point getting married, and the brother now inform you that, Auntie Bimpe, what do you think? This is the girl I'm going out with. She's a mother of one, and I love her. I want to marry her. What do you think?
Ole.
Aha. Let's show us the way. What's lady?
Because okay, so now I'm actually having to deal with something like that.
You see that Emilio Bewa, that I should call her for she should help us.
Only that the person in question is not my immediate sibling.
But think about it. What do you think?
It's not advisable.
How? What are the conditions?
And
What do you think?
The reason first of all, we have had examples or scenarios where a party has married somebody who has a child before,
All right.
and that marriage is working.
All right.
It takes a lot of work, much more than just marrying yourself. Let's say you don't even have kids.
Work from
Because on both parties, I would advise.
All right.
I would advise that if the person has a child before and you want to marry the person, first of all, have both of you planned on where that child will be. Immediately you get married. There are instances that the child will still need to live with you. But the point that you're just getting married is not advisable. As you're just getting married, that you bring the child into that marriage immediately.
What about cases of men that don't mind? They said, okay, is this child my battle? I will continue caring for the child.
Ó dùn sọ ni, kò dùn ṣe.
Wow.
So in a situation where the person
Okay,
you got married to now, is not able to have a child.
Wait. What are your fears
you.
personally? What are your personal fears for that kind of relationship or setting?
I think my fear is stemming from the experience I'm having, and it's because it's in the reverse. The
All
person that I
right.
know is a man that has a child outside of wedlock, and now he's getting married to another lady who says, I even called her, I said, hope you know what is on ground. She said she knows what is on ground, a single lady, that she knows what is on ground. Eventually got married to this person I'm talking about, and then now there is problem because this person I'm talking about is still paying attention to that child. That child is not with them, is with the mother. He's paying attention, and this new wife is thinking, you are paying too much attention to somebody.
But sometimes I want to ask, do you think sometimes ladies, now when it comes to the guy being the one that is a single father and the lady is a single is just single, not a single mother or something, do you think sometimes ladies want to lure guys into that sometimes when, or maybe in cases where they see that this guy is financially established, who is not the problem?
See, luring into it, I don't think it basically stems from the fact that there is financial stability or security. Usually, it looks to me like it is because of acceptance. That's why they lure another person.
What do you mean by because of acceptance?
Because in this culture, usually we frown at things like that. So that they don't get frowned at, they hide that kind of information.
So, but what if we flip it now? The person you know is a guy, is not a single father, but is the one that is informing you that, Auntie Bimpe, what do you think? I want to marry this lady, but she's a single mother. What do you think?
I will tell you more. Let your head be very correct. Go and take it through. Let your head be very, very correct. Because I'm not going to live in that marriage with them, but his decision will affect me. Later, if there is problem, I will not sleep in the night. Somebody will be calling me.
So what problem do you foresee?
I foresee this situation. See, there are a lot of problems. Okay, what if the lady does not now give birth to a child for you? And it's only that child, you are saddled with the responsibility of taking care of somebody else's child. I'm not saying it is wrong. But what you have envisaged before is that this person will give birth to my child, and then she will take care of these two children together. Unfortunately, what you think will happen did not happen. She did not get pregnant for you. She's married, but she has a child. Now you feel that she's more secure because she feels she has a child. You are there. You have not even gotten any child. Friction will start happening. So that is why somebody must think very well.
I didn't even look at that's not even the angle I wanted to get to, but
that's a very I'm actually looking
that's an apex angle. But let's wait first. So guys, what do you think? You have a brother that said Koroko, tell me the truth. IBK, I love this lady. The only thing is she's just a single mother. What do I do? Help me.
Well,
I'm your brother. Advise me.
From when I started learning about marriage, at least from my mom.
All right.
I was taught that when you marry somebody, you marry everything about them, including their family, whatever.
Every baggage that comes with it is part of the package.
You are marrying them, and when it now comes to children, whether that you born am, I really know you born am, it still becomes from God, right?
All right.
It depends on your perception of what children mean. Like, what do children mean to you?
All right.
There are people that they get married, they don't have a child out of wedlock or anything, and they don't give birth.
All right.
And they end up adopting children that they don't even know where the child came from. It's just a child, right? So me, I don't believe that because of somebody has a child, you shouldn't marry them. It depends on you personally. Are you sure that, because if you want to marry this person with their child, you need to get ready to take care of that child. Becomes your child. It's not a matter of omo, it's your own child. Once you marry them, as two of you have become one, that child has become your child. So even when you give birth to another child, there shouldn't
But
be
what's
any,
the place of the father of the child?
The place of, so that one, they have to sort it before they get married. As of now that people are not yet married.
That's why you have to do that. Because some fathers do not want you to take responsibility of their child. They don't even want it.
See, if it is to the point of involving a lawyer,
you know this thing. I mentioned it to a single guy. The guy said, no, Oga, don't talk about it. I don't even want to go there. Who?
It's experience.
So that if the person comes back in the future, get a lawyer. The same way courts
rich lawyer.
Yes, the same way courts issue you marriage certificates. Involve the courts that okay, this person, the father has never been involved, or the mother has never been involved. Now I want to move on with my life. So I'm going to sign an order that these parents, as they did not involve themselves from the beginning, they should forget about it. So that it's not as if they will now take care of the child till old age. When the child is not successful, somebody somewhere will now call and be claiming the child. You will bring out the document and say, well, you have signed off your right over this child.
Wow. Signed off your right. When the child turns 18 and becomes an adult, the child can decide that he or she is the father or the mother.
That's another one.
So you better
calm down.
There's one thing I want to even throw.
Okay, let's hear
before the
your
banger.
point.
The end of the whole matter is that be very sure that you are ready to take responsibility for that child. Let's say that child becomes sick and needs a major surgery. Are you ready to still push forward to do it? Are you ready to take that child to the best school in town, the same school that your own children that you birthed from your bosom you go to? So there are a lot of things
involved. Okay. So wait. Let me hear from Rex. Rex, what do you think?
I just want to throw back before so that they'll continue.
But having a child outside of wedlock doesn't mean that the person has a terminal disease now.
So actually, did you realize that Joseph married single mother? Joseph in the Bible. He married single mother.
True.
Right?
Let's go there.
I mean, of course, we know the exploit that Jesus Christ did. And still, the whole exploit was even attributed to Joseph. That's the father.
Single mother with direction from God.
Actually,
single mother with direction from God. God is involved. Joseph, the Bible says that Joseph wanted to even secretly break the engagement with Mary, but it was in a dream. He got an instruction from God.
Where did she go to radio and ask God, should I go ahead?
Do you know? Okay, Joshua. Let's wait for Joshua. Joshua, let's hear your view. What do you think?
I actually agree with what Bigwe said.
Because this discussion we're having is a serious discussion. There's a lot of things on.
Yes, it's a very serious one because people listening to me, I want you to listen to me from the aspect of do not do things out of pity.
Yeah, no.
Because if you do it out of pity, it's going to fade away.
They will pity you.
They will pity you. That's it. They will pity you. It's not like some might just spend maybe like 5 years together. Some might not even spend up to 5 years. So you need to be able to sit down and ask yourself, am I sure I want to go into what I want to go into?
Absolutely.
Am I ready financially? Just like Bigwe said, financial aspect, am I ready? So anything can happen anytime. Let's be as if things can happen.
Sure.
We need to be realistic. What if this child falls sick now? Am I sure I'm able to?
And they ask you to donate blood.
Yes.
But why are you thinking in that light only?
No.
But if they are not the same blood,
you need to be realistic. Some things you don't plan for can happen.
Absolutely.
Just like you.
But what about people? What about people that adopt?
And if you adopt, that's another case entirely. It's a different topic entirely. what I'm really saying is because you can't come and just say, okay, because you love this person and you're not willing to really sit down to think of, okay, what's impact will this person have with you. So it's very important that we need to bear in mind that, okay, when situations like this present itself, you might feel you are actually ready for something, but when situations present itself, that will really tell whether you are actually ready for that type of relationship or not.
You know one of the things that when there was a place I was listening to this conversation and someone said that he's a radio presenter. He said that do I know that even single mothers, they are, apart from coming with their baggage, that they are of second value to a single lady that hasn't had as a child. I disagree with that guy 100%. That no, that's wrong. That's number one. Though the other person on the show on that day to disagree with the person, but here's where I'm going. What do you think? Because you see, when it comes to single mother, depending on the circumstance that led to that child,
Yeah.
there's a lot of attachment to that child from the mother. And sometimes women don't understand how to let go when they are about finding a new love. It might be a tough and painful decision. Sometimes, for instance, except the person involved, of course, when you let the person know, I'm not for this one that keep it, don't let the person know until you get to. If you try it, if the person is my brother,
That's the end.
I might be in support of them going their separate ways, except the guy just feel like I'm ready to let go, because that's a major deception.
Yeah.
It's major, so you don't hide things like that. I'm not in for you keeping it secret so that
No secret should be kept.
no, not even that level of secret.
And it's even better to always say it from the beginning.
And
Before
then
you start the mushy
Yes.
thing.
no, not
Let them
sometimes. Well, for
I know people
in
that have
some
said
cases,
it, I'm a single mother. Before we
in some
Yeah,
cases,
before
in
emotions
some
are
cases,
attached.
in some cases, it might not be the best thing to first talk about in the first 3-4 months.
I
Except the-
disagree.
So
No.
it depends,
No,
no.
no.
I disagree.
When okay,
Let me give you
talking
an
stage are
example,
in
sir.
levels. When the talking stage is just about starting, you don't put it in your forehead that I'm a single mom.
No.
Not like that.
No, but not
Because
actually like that.
Like,
When you're talking about relationship already,
it's the difference between when maybe you just started chatting.
chatting.
It's
Alright.
when man no dates.
No. Even at the
See,
first date is not the first thing.
Okay,
to
I
come.
think
Let me
that
give you a scenario,
parents.
sir.
There's no parents that can go conversations back to back.
Without
Without
talking
not
about
mention
that
the
child.
child.
No, what about those people that kept it secret until they got into the marriage and they now expose it that okay, I have
No,
a
that
child.
was
Those people,
deliberate.
fear them.
They are deliberate
Fear
about.
them.
Oh.
A friend of mine
chose
recently
Keep
met
it
a
as a
lady.
secret.
A friend of mine recently met a lady. They got talking and all that. And on
Alright.
their first date,
Alright.
before they went too far, the girl said, there's something I need to tell you. Before we start getting, because I know that the intention of this friendship is that it ends in a relationship.
All right.
And she said, I'm a single mother, oh, and my child is about 9 going to 10. When the
Alright.
guy, when he was telling me, was like, when the first day, I was like, he calculated the age. If you shock about it, put 20 back. So you understand, like quick is this and that. But that's by the way. But eventually, he now said that he figured out that in that lady's character along the line, that what led to because she was married before. So what led to them splitting in the marriage was the fact that the guy used to abuse her.
All
In
right.
terms of beating and all of that. So he was not telling me that he also now noticed she does not know how to talk. That she being with an aggressive man, that he can tell to a certain level that her mouth too used to put her in trouble.
All
That the guy
right.
used to beat her. So that one, it's not like he wants to be a woman beater, but he can't be with someone who cannot at least tame your mouth now.
All
She
right.
understand. So he didn't withdraw
So it
because of
wasn't
the
the child that
child.
was the
He
problem.
withdrew because her mouth was.
The child too can be a silent factor.
I can
But-
be a silent factor.
But what me I'm trying to ask is okay, how do you, because for me I believe single women come with a lot of different baggages,
Yeah.
and
They're
for all
also
I care,
Single
new
dads
parents
too.
now.
yeah, for all
But
I
it's not
care,
as tough
no
as
ladies
for
we
ladies.
want to
It
play
can be
this,
you.
no Ladies could want to know ladies. When if the guy is financially secure, ladies want to overlook that. Well, it's not a major problem.
It's
Don't
not
worry.
about when it comes to that. It's not usually about money. It's not usually about family,
Which family?
like in-laws.
Which in-law? That the in-law will accept her. No, okay. If you are
I'm saying it's from a female's perspective.
No, talking it from the angle of if the lady is the single mother, right?
No, if it's the man that is a single parent.
That one no get problem now.
It's not always as tough as.
It's not only as tough
It's not
as
about
the
ladies,
ladies.
no. Honestly, well,
I'm not saying that it is not tough. I'm just saying that let's not talk about it as if men, like when it's the man's side, they are
no, it's not as if it's easy for men to.
No,
There are
for
issues
for
that
for an
people
average
face
man,
from
see
men.
for
women
man,
to
for
handle.
for men in this part of the world, it's easy for a man.
Actually,
Even if he has 3-4
Nigeria.
It
children,
makes
Yeah.
it too easy
Have
for men in
money.
this country.
just
live
be
a
alright
comfortable life,
and be a nice man.
have 2
It's
cars or
easy
3.
to just forget.
Character.
Yeah.
Even if character no too dey,
Even for women,
because of the
character
society
dey.
we are in,
Truly, Sha.
they want to forgive you and just say,
Ṣe bolówó
and the guy
ó máa
is
tọ́jú ẹ o.
okay.
Why do we like making life difficult for women?
No, it's not that we like making life difficult for women. It's just the way this society, this part of the world, the way we, the norms in this environment. It's not law. In some cases, the norms in this environment sometimes subject women to a certain level. I will use that word, subject women to a certain level.
Absolutely.
But here is the thing. You know, when I'm doing personally with a group of people, I'm doing a study on this particular topic we're talking about. That why do women, people like we call these people, this set of people, stakeholders around this situation. The person involved. In fact, the person's problem with that situation might be less. The guy involved, because we're focusing it on the woman. Let it be that, okay, the woman is a single mother, so the guy have less problem, in as much as the guy knows that this person is a single mother, so he's the one bringing it up. He will have sought it to a level before he will come to the sister, the brother, the mother-in-law to be, the father-in-law to be, and every other extended family and friends. These 6 stakeholders, when it comes to this situation, they are the people we are trying to examine their views. So if you fall in any of this category, we want to hear your view, both online, on radio, if you can take in calls. But if you cannot take in calls right now, we have missed calls already. So, but if you cannot take in calls right now, you can join us. Okay, you can call. You can still call the line. Can you please share the line again?
081 08
You have quite a number of calls that we have been
2656 081 08 2656. That's the studio line to call to be part of the program. You can as well send us a text message.
So let's just squeeze in like 2-3 messages or calls so that we can have people's opinion. But you can still share your view with us on the on our YouTube page.
Facebook.
So, but what am I trying to share today is this: how do you handle it as a single mother? No, not even the woman might not have so much of the problem, but the guy. How do you think your sister will handle it when you mention it to them? Like, IBK now is my sister. I'm not asking IBK, what do you think? This lady, and she's a nice girl, but she's just a single mother. As my sister, you know me as and this Emmanuel is a calm guy. She get you need cheat here, right? What runs through your mind when I bring such situation to you?
For me, I would even actually want to know the circumstances around the birth of that child. Was she married before? Was it a fling? Was it one night stand? Or was it rape?
All
Because
right.
that one too, I mean, there's like the work you have to do for that person herself.
To snap out.
Then you also want to know about the family of the lady.
The family.
Although in African setting, the family of a lady like that would be more than happy to marry her off to somebody that wants to marry her, because they feel like it is shameful that she has a child without a husband. So they may not even be so particular about the kind of man that comes to marry her. And that one is something to even watch out for, because under no circumstances should you let your child marry just anybody, all in the name of ó ti bímọ tẹ́lẹ̀, value has reduced and all that. No, your daughter still has a lot of value, so check the family. Is she somebody that still has a high level of self-esteem? You also want to now be intentional about the medical history.
So first the history
giving birth,
about how the child comes.
Yes. The family background, and the family
then
dynamics.
And
then you want to know, yes, you want to know about if you can get information about the father of the child. Are there any underlying health issues? Do check up on that child.
Health
Is
from
that
both
child
angles, from the
both
lady,
angles,
the
yes.
child, and the father, right?
Yes, he wants to know the child's genotype, the blood group, everything. If there's something that is possible that from the father's side, it's possible that this child can become diabetic.
Can't love cover all of those
No, I'm not saying that love cannot cover it. It's just that you need to know what you are getting into, so that you will not have